Recently in the news, people are saying that that Diddy was partly responsible for Pac being killed, and he lined Pac up.
Yeah.
Now, with all these interviews, have anybody said anything close to that or even near that?
Okay, so according to Keefe D, he had a meeting with Puffy, and according to him, Puffy said, "I'll give $1 million to get rid of Tupac and Suge because they're putting all this pressure on me and everything else like that." This is not my words; these are Keefe's words.
Okay.
I remember I interviewed Greg Kading about it because he questioned Keefe about this. From Greg Kading's point of view, it didn't sound like, okay, if you do this, I'm gonna give this money to you, and here's how we're gonna do it, and so forth. It was more of a frustration. It was like two people talking, like, man, I can't stand these guys. I'll do anything to get rid of them, according to Greg Kading. So the shooting happened. According to Keefe, in our interview, he said that Puffy called him and said, "Was that us?" Don't know if it's true or not. This is strictly according to Keefe. Now, when you go deeper into the story, Keefe said that Eric Von Zip, who was a New York guy who was an affiliate of Puffy, was the one that gave him the gun to do the shooting that night. And according to Keefe, Puffy gave $1 million to Eric Von Zip to then hand over to Keefe for the shooting. But, according to the people involved, Eric Von Zip kept the money for himself. Now, did this happen? Did this not happen? I don't know. I interviewed TK Kirkland, who was roommates with Eric Von Zip, very close friends. When I asked, do you think this is probable? He said, knowing Eric Von Zip, yeah, that's probably what happened. I remember I interviewed Mike Tyson, and he talked about how him and Von Zip essentially...
Is Von Zip alive now?
No, he's dead.
He's dead, okay.
Yeah, he died of cancer some years back. This is why we're able to kind of freely talk about this. Mike Tyson told me a story in our interview how he was hanging out with Von Zip, and Don King came up with a bag of money, and Eric Von Zip essentially robbed him for the money. He's like, hey, hold on, let me just hold on to this, and kind of pushed Don King out the door, and they just kept the money.
Dang.
So Zip has a history of robbing people, essentially. So did this happen? Did this not happen? Did Puffy really pay $1 million? Did Puffy say that they want him dead? It's hard to say. But 26 years later, with Puffy having the best lawyers the money could buy, with a bunch of hearsay, with convicted felons and so forth, I do not see Puffy getting convicted for any of this.
Don't you think that's kind of crazy of people to be even putting that out there? Like, why people wishing that on Puff? Like, I didn't even...
You asked him in the last interview.
I forgot about that. Like, somebody
come
posted
back
that
up
yesterday. Yeah, I was like, I forgot I even